Hello, my people from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on this No King's Day. As we know, today is a very big protest all over the 51 states and some points of around the world, where people are saying we don't have a king, we have a president. Because our president seemed to think that he's a king. On this day, which is, I believe, the 14th, is one Flag Day, so happy Flag Day. Please, let's take back our flag because, yeah, no, no. Our flag was actually a lady named Betsy Ross actually did the flag right here in Philly, right in this very city is where our flag was actually kind of sewn together, you know, the 13 stars there and then the stripes. Yeah, that was here. And we united as a country, not as a as one body people, but a country. We came together to say we don't want a king, we want a president. So we had a big fight, Revolutionary War, people, and we won. And we got George Washington, first president. And now we have a president from the first Constitution, where we wrote out the Constitution, which um gives people equal rights. Yeah, right. Like freedom of speech, freedom to bear arms, for intruders, freedom of silence. We have all of these things. And when the Constitution was made, don't quote me on that, but I believe somebody stopped at Ben Franklin and asked him, so are we a revolution? What was it? Are we a what was it? It was a saying that he said, are we a democracy? And he said, it is a democracy if we can keep it. And for 200 and something years, without blemishes, I mean, we have blemishes here in the United States. Let's not get it wrong. We had slavery up the wahoo. Black people were considered as one half, like one third of a person. Native American people were literally shipped off of their land and killed because of it. Let's see, Japanese people were put in internment camps. We've had a civil war, North and South. On the 19th of this month, we will celebrate something called Juneteenth, where the last of the slaves, which were in Texas, got the message that slavery was over by a president, by the way, by the name of Lincoln. Like I said again, we are a thing of presidents, not kings. And I think that is the problem. Our president thinks that he's a king. Today, not only is Flag Day and the birthday of the U.S. Army, but it is also the birthday of Donald J. Trump. Happy birthday, Mr. Trump. Everybody deserves a birthday. So, yeah, happy birthday. It's his 79th birthday. So when he went to France, he saw the French people had a something called a Bastille Day, and they celebrate their revolution over there by having a big parade to celebrate their freedom. Well, I think he took it as if it's a call for him to get a parade. So on this day, he decided that he's gonna get tanks and helicopters and even what is those people paratrooper to literally jump out of a plane to give him the flag. But that's not what our military do. Mind you, he has like National Guards and California and Marines in California sitting there doing all kinds of stuff, waiting for his move. Now here's the thing. To have a the National Guard or anybody like that, it has to go through two people of that state, which is the mayor and the governor. Two that said no. They have a large, if you have ever been to California, California has the largest police department you would ever know. Not only do they got their police department, they also have highway patrol. Okay? They have other sectors of police. So them needing National Guard was a far fetch. And what everybody is thinking is going on is that he wants to wrap up situations. It's the same with people with these political rhetoric. Because we have political rhetoric, we have people out here who's taking that to heart. And unfortunately, here over in Minnesota, I believe two people who were, I think they're representative or Congress over there, were gunned down. So I send my heart blessings to the families, the friends, and all the people that know them out there. To the two representatives that was gunned down. I really, 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 really hope they catch the person who did it because that don't make any sense. We could have civil discord, but come on, people. We don't need to be shooting each other and taking people out because we don't agree on something. It was just like in California. The representative for California, the senator literally went out there and he announced himself. He was like, I am Alex Patero and I am the senator for California. But they still was shoving and pushing him and then slammed the guy to the ground and literally handcuffed him and then let him out of the building. And all for what? Man, this has got to stop, man. Really. This has got to stop. Now I would have gone, but my family and friends are like, no, don't, because they don't know what's gonna happen. And everybody's feeling that way right now. But you know what I see is happening? I see people marching on the streets. People are, letting it be known that they don't agree on what's going on in the world. They don't like what the president is doing. They literally are snatching people off their homes and off the street and Home Depot and restaurants. Hell,
with someone on the run who was convincing enough to get into the home and be able to.
yeah, this is a Minnesota. Yeah, State Representative Melissa Hartman and State Senator John Hoffman.
one is, of course, the shelter place is still in place, and that is true. Don't buy.
One was somebody was killed and another was seriously injured. Like I said, my heart goes out to the family and, the lawmakers out there, the citizens out there, because this is crazy. We should not be going through this kind of stuff. This should not be a routine thing.
It's not that. What I would say is local residents, if they are, who are planning to go to or the Northeast Minneapolis rally, they should first and foremost check local safety advisories around shelters in place. I mean, if those are still in place, I would do that because this is still active and dangerous situation. But for people who maybe were outside of that area and planning to go there, I would encourage them to join a different rally nearby, a different protest nearby, if they feel safe to do so.
Yeah, see, they right now people are going all over the place. Here in Philly, they have it. They're doing it. Philadelphia. Let's see, Philadelphia. Protesters are going here in Philadelphia, um, Harrisburg, Scranton. They're all over the place. They're doing this all over the United States and different countries too, including Canada. Thank you, Canada. Mexico. Thank you, Mexico. And over on the other country, on the opposite side of the world, they're doing it. So thank you guys. And it is really cool to see that, people do not want to see that. People do not want this happening. And it's sad that, we're going through this right now because our president wants to be a king.
Stay safe through the course of the day.
Okay, the Anoka, Minnesota right now doing theirs. Despite the situation that is happening, they having their rally over there. Melissa Hartman, rest in peace, sweetheart. She was killed today when some idiot knocked on her door and I believe they said knocked on her door or something and shot her once, and she was killed. And everybody is, trying to. We all are kind of, collective breath that everything goes well. But then you have those who are like, oh God, please don't let it, be a bad thing that happens. Which I am like not worried about. Actually, I think that it's gonna go well because a lot of people have the same situation. They do not want this man to go around thinking that he's a king. I don't know how many people are going to his parade, by the way. I really don't care how many people go to his parade, but they say that he has a parade coming at 5 o'clock. It's weird. Oh wow. Okay, there's one in Mexico. They're doing it now. No King's Day. Oh, that's cool as hell. Everybody's, you know, pretty much saying that we don't have kings, we have presidents. I don't know how many presidents we have. I mean, we had a whole bunch of them. 45 so far. Let me show y'all something. That is Philadelphia's. Those are all the people of Philadelphia's parade. There's a whole bunch of them. Everybody from every walk of life is coming to literally, say, I do not take a king. I go by a president. Like I said, right now, people from all walks of life, all ages, nationality, you know, um, we even have Amish people that are actually out there. Yeah, that's when you know it's really bad. The Amish is actually marching. That's different because usually the Amish do not usually get involved. They usually are they're not political people. But I'm thinking that, it might be bothering them too. So the Amish is even out there. But then again, it affects everybody. When you got these people walking around with masks and stuff and they don't identify themselves, they just snatch your ass up and just grab you and literally take you and just literally snatch you and God knows where they put you at. That's scary as hell. But this is our time to speak up, to say, nah, man, this ain't cool. This ain't right. You have that right. You have that amendment. You have the First Amendment, which gives you that right to speak. And I think that it is our sacred gift to speak up. I mean, okay, some of the policies we might not agree with, but when you doing stuff to hurt people and scare the hell out of people, yeah, that's when you need to say, okay, wait a minute, this don't look right, this don't sound right, this don't feel right. And that is the thing that we need to say, that this is not normal. This should not be and should not feel normal. This is not a normal thing. No one should be just snatching people off the street. The last time I heard about something like that was by one of a teacher of mine, and she told me it was people who were doing it for you know for people who are doing it for reasons that were not as well at either. you know, let's just say Germany, Jewish people, and the
People
apples.
looking for a loss, I fear for the future of humanity. Well, yeah.
See, people thinking that people are lost because they're doing this. I say they are finding themselves by doing this. A lot of us are opening our eyes and seeing that this is not right. What is the loss about this happening? That people are sitting there, protesting that this ain't right. That people should not be sitting there snatching people up off their streets and trying to disappear them. Because that is what is happening. They're grabbing people and they're disappearing them. Some people, they ain't even telling them why they grabbing them. They're just grabbing them.
But to go further down that slope and to go, enforce other laws in U.S. cities and go after mayors he doesn't like and judges he doesn't like.
Exactly. The guy is going after all kinds of different people. He's going after mayors that he don't like. He went after a senator that he didn't like. They going after people. Shoot, you got a person who took to this and literally gunned down a representative of Minnesota. Her husband is in the hospital. I mean, literally fighting for his life, and she was gunned down. You have judges that they do this to. And if you think that he cares about the Constitution, he don't. Because a judge gave a scathing, I mean nasty rebuke of his snatching up California. And it was like a smackdown of a smackdown from a judge. His dissent was something. The dissent from him was, yeah. It was pretty much like, yeah, you are not a king and you need to restore back power back to the governor. This ain't happening. So it's kind of cool to see this kind of stuff, that people are, despite what's going on in the world, that people are, paying attention. But we just can't protest and pay attention. Start, go to your legislators and go to your representative. Let them know, listen, you have the right to speak, and let them know. This ain't cool. We ain't for this. And it seems that he does this every time that he wants to say, look over here and not here. So when something happens this way, he wants to make a what we would say distraction over here. So he'll show a shiny object over here so nobody knows what's going on over here. Like right now, everybody's paying attention here, but he has a great big bill that's supposed to take people, like 64,000 people, off of their health care. That's the saddest thing. He wants people to look over here, but while he's looking over here, Israel and Iran are right now throwing bombs at each other. And here's the thing, we have military people over in Iran and Israel. So that means that our people might be dragged into war. Nobody sees that because right now he's like, look over here at the shiny object. See, people, we have to pay attention. I like this song from Sister Act 2. And the song goes, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you need to wake up and pay attention. People, we need to wake up and pay attention. Yeah, I need to wake up and literally pay attention. If you think that this guy is not going to do this all over the United States and try to make this into a military situation, you got something coming. Because this guy has been wanting this since his first stint in the White House. But he had people that were telling him no. Now he has a whole bunch of yes men and women. So if he decides he wants to stick people out there and he wants to have military stomping our streets and God forbid, don't like something we say and decide to take us out, he can do it, and he will do it. And he don't care about the Constitution. And his eye, the Constitution is like something he wipe his behind with. He don't care. He really don't care what's going on. And then he's like, well, maybe we need to calm it down with grabbing immigrants because we don't have farm workers. And yeah, I think you're grabbing up people, and they're not even, some of them are not even immigrants. Some of them are born citizens here. Some of them have green cards. Some are in the midst of getting their cards. Some are in the midst of getting their what is it? What is that called? Some of them are in the midst of getting their green cards and their citizenship. And some of them are, asking for sanctuary and things like that. But he don't see that. He just see they're not like them. If your skin is darker or you speak another language or your religion is not their religion, yeah, you got to go. That's how I see it. They see it as if you ain't their religion, you ain't their culture, you do not speak their language, or you have a different tone than they do, you have to go. And that is the sad thing, because a lot of these people have been here for years. There are some that have been here since they were babies, DACA recipients, dreamers. There are people here who are on visas. He banned 12 other countries for being here. I mean, one of the countries is Afghanistan. Some of them people that were in Afghanistan, when we were in the war with Afghanistan, some of these people literally risked their lives to, one, translate and help our soldiers. Two, take some of our soldiers to safety and help us to navigate around that country. And how do we say thank you? We say, thank you very much. Now get the hell out of our country. That's not saying thank you at all. And this is from the man who says, I don't like war heroes. And that's from his own mouth, by the way. That was his mouth to John McCain. May he rest in peace. He literally said that. Never did a service in his life and had the nerve to tell that to John McCain. Another top official, what is it? John Kelly said that this guy called our soldiers suckers and fools because, they get injured or they die. I don't see our military as that. I see our military as the bravest military and people out there. I mean, I have family that's in the military and who are veterans that, served our country. I know friends who have family in the military. To our military people, whether in the Navy, in the Army, Air Force, Marines, thank y'all for your service. A lot of y'all seen things that's like the song of Men in Black. They see things that we do not see. They hear things that we do not hear. They see things. They know things. They've been around things that we as citizens will probably shit our pants and literally run for. But these guys literally run to it. Some of them losing, limbs, some losing mind, some ultimate sacrifice, losing lives. Same thing I say for our police, our fire, our ambulance. Thank y'all for your service, because firefighters, when we're running from a fire, they're running to the fire. An ambulance driver, when we're running away when somebody is injured because, they're shooting or something, they're running to them. A police officer, when they're going bullets flying that way, they're flying to the bullets. So, yeah. Thank y'all for your service. But right now, everything that we hold dear, our democracy, is in peril right now. Our democracy is literally, I mean literally, in peril. And we are in serious trouble. And it ain't gonna be no governors or no senators or representative or council members that's gonna save us. It's us that must save ourselves. Know your constitutional rights, man. Know your Bill of Rights. Do you know that if a cop comes up to you, unless they have a standard reason for pulling you over, you do not have to answer them? If someone knocks at your door as a police officer, unless they have a warrant, you don't have to let them in. These are the things that we need to know. Because if we don't, our lives can be literally upheaved and destroyed. And I'm not trying to be, Debbie Downer or fearful or things like that. I'm just being truthful. I'm letting everybody know that, yeah, this is happening. This is not a test. This is not a dream. This is actually happening right now. People are getting snatched up out of their homes, off the streets, freaking out of their churches, their schools, hospitals. Hell, in California, a lady and her kid was in the car. They wanted her husband, so they literally rammed their car into the freaking lady's car. Her 2 kids are in the car. One is like 3 years old. One is like 1. To get the husband, they literally slammed their car into the damn freaking slammed their car into the damn the car, then snatched the guy up, left the lady just stand there stunned. Another time they had a lady, they slammed a lady who had a baby, her baby. And there are incidents that keep on happening. And they ain't caring. They're going in Home Depots. They're going into people, they go to any place that they can find that they think they can find immigrants. And then he gets this message that, you're hurting our farmers and leisure. Oh, maybe we need to cut down on doing it. Dude, I understand. Our immigration system is broken. Yes, it is. From Democrat, Independent to Republican. Any president that we had, our immigration system is broken. Do I believe in open borders? No. I don't think that we should have open borders. But if there are people who are legitimately afraid and are coming here because they are afraid of their country, of perseverance in their country, or of tyranny and distress in their country, and they're coming here with a good good reason, I don't see why we can't extend an olive branch. Do I believe legal immigration is better? I think so. I think that people should come in legal, come in the right way. But sometimes that situation is very far fetched. Because right now our president don't even want people in here. They're trying to kick people who are citizens out. They had people who was a citizen. This guy who was from Maryland, they literally took him all the way to Venezuela. They brought him back only for them to say that he's under arrest. So he's under arrest because he was smuggling immigrants into the country. I don't know who you thinking, you going for, who you think that's gonna actually believe that crap, because I don't believe that crap at all. I don't believe that crap at all. I was born in the day, but not today. I'm not stupid. And sometimes they don't know how to put facts with they don't know how to put facts up. They only put fiction. Just like their secretary, I think what is it? She's the secretary of us defense or something. Kristi Noem lied. She literally lied. She literally said that the senator, Senator Alex Padero of California, that he literally did not announce himself. Now, when you hear the tape, I hear the guy say, "I am Senator Alex Padero. I have some questions that I need to ask." He says it a couple of times. So how did they not hear that? I don't know. She lied. But then again, they always seem to be lying. And that's the thing about it. We now are getting so accustomed to it. We're like, oh, whatever, man. This man is crazy anyway. Yeah. But when you start seeing your friends disappearing, when you can't even get a piece of bread because your food stamps is gone, that when your back is killing you from working all those years and you need a chiropractor or a doctor and you can't see a doctor because you don't have health care. All the money that you saved up throughout your whole lifespan is gone. Not to mention, let's not get into this thing of his terror wars. Everybody's telling him this is a terrible idea. Every time you do with these tariffs, guess what happens? The stock market drops. Bye-bye to all your 401ks, people. Your life savings. Because, yeah, that shit is sucking it dry. That bitch is sucking it dry. And then he's grifting. Literally getting a plane for Qatar. I don't know about you. I am not a citizen. I am not a civil worker. Like, I don't work in government, but I do know that the Constitution says that they're not allowed to take gifts from foreign adversaries. So how is a plane given to a president not a gift? And they're selling things, coins, bitcoins, all kinds of stuff. And guess what? They're robbing us blind. Not to mention this parade that's going to happen today. Who do you think that money comes from? It ain't, who do you think that money comes from? It ain't, his pocket. It comes from the American taxpayers. You guys who pay taxes. You guys who work hard and get out there early in the morning, come home late night. Yeah, y'all gotta pay for all of those tanks that's gonna be rolling down the street. All of those soldiers that are jumping out of that are marching down the street. All of the air guy, the paratrooper that's jumping out of the plane. You gotta pay for that. For the cleanup in Washington, D.C. afterwards. Y'all gotta pay. Yeah, taxpayers. Y'all gotta pay for that. He ain't gotta pay for that. That don't go out of his pocket. That goes out of y'all pockets. But carry on, Wayward Brothers. Carry on. Because that's exactly what y'all doing. Y'all just letting him do anything y'all want. But I'm glad for one thing that the courts so far are heeding to the Constitution. Okay, I'm glad that the Constitution is being heeded by the court system. So far, our court systems have said, okay, no, my brother. You can't be doing that, all right? You can't be just shipping people out of the country without due process. Nah, my man, you can't be, sending in the National Guards in somebody else's territory without access. So, I'm glad for that, but we need to do more. And I am thanking everybody who has heard me. If you did not, well, it will be posted again. I will repost this later on today. Again, we are in a country of president, not king. Share if you understand it. Share, like, and subscribe if you want to get more content like this. And I hope to see you again. Until then, stay knowledgeable, stay safe, and peace.